despite the salient security challenges we encountered in the preceding year, and furnish us with updates on the stage of investigation. Secondly, we are going to feature the string of successes we have so far achieved in the current year, and at the end of the day, we will keep the public abreast of trending crimes and the modus operandi of criminals, so that they will not fall victim of their antics. We start with the disturbing encounters we had in 2023. And the most salient ones here, one was the gruesome murder of Mr. Taiwo Yekomi, the Director of Finance and Administration, Bureau of Political Affairs, Ogun State Governor's Office. Investigation into this case is at the advanced stage, and the outcome will be made public very soon. Then we had the case of armed robbery and rape of students of Taishula University of Education. Suspects in connection to this crime have all been arrested, and the case will soon be charged to court. Equally recorded court-related murder in Shagamu. Tangible number of suspects connected in this crime have equally been arrested and have been charged to court. The current year, we had a breakthrough in the arrest of a suspected murderer. On 2nd January 2024, at about 08:30 hours, one Juwon Banjo, male of Majago Street, Ishararemo, Ogun State, reported that on the same day at about 0800 hours, one of his younger brothers named Sunday Adisa, male, now deceased, was trying to chastise his younger sister for keeping late nights. One Taiwo Adisa, female, that is the sister he was trying to chastise. That in the process, an argument ensued with one Joshua Adeoye, which was later resolved amicably. However, despite the resolution of this disagreement, they said Joshua Adeoye mobilized his brothers, namely Dari and Babatunde, surnames yet unknown, to attack Sunday Adisa. Consequently, upon the fight, Sunday Adisa started complaining of weak feelings and later fell down. He was immediately rushed to Ishara State Hospital, where he was confirmed dead by the medical doctor on duty. The prime suspect has been arrested, while efforts to apprehend other fleeing suspects are in progress. Case is under investigation. Arrest of armed robbery suspect and recovery of firearm. On 3rd January 2024, at about 16:34 hours in Ijebu-Mushin area, the following suspects, identified as Adubi Timothy, Jonathan Godfrey, and Idowu Olatunde, were apprehended by a surveillance team led by Inspector Ogunleye Bankole during stop and search. The suspects are reportedly robbed one daily Ayelabola of various items, including a Tecno Pop 7 and an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Additionally, a cut-to-size double-barrel pistol gun was recovered from the house of the suspects. They all confessed to the crime, and their statements have been recorded. The case is currently under investigation, and further developments will be communicated in due course. Exhibit an iPhone 2 Pro Max and a cut-to-size double-barrel pistol. Then we recorded arrest of cultists and recovery of firearm on 14th January 2024 at about 17:55 hours. This arrest was made based on a phone call received by the DPO at that time from an anonymous CDA chairman who reported a gathering of people celebrating under a canopy that had turned into a fight. The police immediately led a patrol team to the scene where they found the gathering dispersing. One of the individuals carrying a crossbar was intercepted, and a cut-to-size locally fabricated pistol was recovered from the bag. The suspect, Olanrewaju Bashiru, also known as Pedro, confessed that the gathering was for Eye confraternity members hosted by one Olumonde in his house. Pedro, who is the Eye Capone and had been on the watch list of the command since 2023, was promptly arrested. A search was conducted at Pedro's house in Dalof, Obantoko, and various criminal shams, electronic scale, and a POS pay center was recovered from his residence. Other members named Moise and Sadiq are at large. The case is currently under investigation. The exhibit recovered from him is a cut-to-size locally fabricated pistol. We equally recorded a case of conspiracy and murder on 16th January 2024 at about 1300 hours. DPO Aton Jebu reported that he received a credible information that one Adeyemi Adebayo, male, 30 years of age, and a student of Pujil College of Health Technology, Okieri, claimed that one Mercy Eze, female, aged 20 years, a 100-level student at Health Information Management School, Ijebode, was his ex-girlfriend. And the said Mercy Eze stole his Technophone Camon 20, and when he wanted to collect his phone from her, a fight ensued between them, and Mercy used a stone to hit him on his forehead, and he in turn used a wood to hit her on her forehead too. However, investigation revealed that one Hussein Michael, aged 29 years, a 300-level environmental student of the above-mentioned school, conspired with the said Adebayo and murdered the victim. Thereafter, threw her lifeless body into a bush at Erioki via Ijebode. Detectives visited the scene, and the corpse was recovered to Ijebode General Hospital. Corpse deposited at the same hospital morgue. Investigation is concluded and the case ready for prosecution. Arrest of suspected cultists and recovery of firearm. On 16th January 2024, at about 12:30 hours, DPO Ibarra reported the arrest of a suspected cultist named Quadri Abdulwasiu in the Okeyeke area of Ishapo, Abeokuta. This action was taken after receiving information from a concerned citizen about suspected cultist activity in the area. The DPO led surveillance and anti-robbery teams to the scene, resulting in the arrest of the said Abdul Wasil and the recovery of a locally fabricated pistol with 3 live cartridges. The suspect confessed to being a member of the Eye confraternity. Efforts to apprehend other fleeing members are ongoing. Arrest of suspected kidnapper. On 16th January 2024, operatives of Ogun State Command, through a covert operation and intelligence-led investigation, foiled a kidnap attempt at about 1200 hours in Odeda local government area. One Adekunle Michael Gerard, male, aged 28 years, of Samuel Jo Igbokila, Yewa North, was arrested at Okelewo, Abeokuta in connection with a case of attempted kidnapping at Olodo area of Odeda local government. The suspect had made a voluntary confession that he attempted to kidnap one Mr. Oshoba Raufu and went ahead to demand the sum of 500,000 naira as ransom for his life, and further threatened to kill him on failure to deposit the ransom. The sum of 500,000 naira was deposited as bait to lure the suspect. Eventually, while going to cash the deposit, he was arrested by the police. Money marked as exhibit. Effort is being intensified to arrest other kidnapping gang. Arrest of cultists. On 19th January 2024, at about 1600 hours, DPO Ilupeju reported the arrest of Tobi Ogunbo, a 29-year-old, at his hideout. Subject confessed to being a member of Eye confraternity. During interrogation, he named several individuals as his cult group members, including Godri Ibeji, Dayo, Muhyiddin Makanaki, Philip, Ezekiel, Ahmed Popo, the number 1, Danjuma, Rashid, and others. Of particular concern is Danjuma, who was identified as the arms bearer during operations, and Rashid was identified as the armorer. Concerted efforts are ongoing to apprehend the mentioned members of the cult group with the aim of recovering their operational weapons. The case is currently under investigation. So far, we have in our custody Tobi Ogunbo, Godri, Dayo, Muhyiddin, Ezekiel, and Ahmed Popo, they are number 1. Arrest of suspected cultists. 21 January 2024, at about 23:30 hours, DPO Obalinde reported the arrest of a suspected cultist, Daniel Ewalokun, at number 27 Alaudo in Ogun. Ewalokun was apprehended with a toy pistol and is believed to be a notorious cultist causing terror in the Ala community. The case is currently under investigation. We have the said Daniel Ewalokun and his toy pistol. Arrest of suspected cultists. On 21st January 2024, at about 00:45 hours, DPO Ifo reported the successful arrest of 52 suspected members of the Supreme Buccaneers Confraternity, also known as Alora, at the Simcoe International Hotel in Iya Abiodun Ifo area. This operation was conducted based on intelligence received regarding the initiation of new members of the group. Upon receiving the intelligence, Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge, Ota, activated tactical teams led by the SWAT commander who were already within the area command on special duty and directed them to reinforce DPO for the operation. The DPO and the SWAT commander raced to the scene with the combined teams. Upon arrival, the cult group, who had already mounted surveillance around the scene, attempted to lock the gate upon citing police presence. Despite their efforts, the teams gained entrance into the hotel, resulting in the arrest of 52 suspects, including some female. Some, however, managed to escape through the fence. Amongst those arrested were Adigun Ayomide, Obanla Abayomi, and 50 others. The suspects have been charged to court. Exhibits recovered from them include needles, T-shirts with Allura inscription, 3 private vehicles, and 58 different phones. Case of murder and arrest of suspects. On 24th January 2024, at about 19:30 hours, one Olaitan Obiyomi male, commander of Amotekun Corps Ijebu-Igbo, reported at the station that a male corpse with machete wound on the head and abdomen was discovered at the farm around Leyinbo Village Road in Ijebu-Igbo. Upon receipt of this information, the DPO dispatched a team of detectives to the scene where photographs were taken and the lifeless body was deposited at Ijebu-Odi General Hospital for autopsy. Corpse was later identified by one Adejare Segun male to be that of Moses Ademola male, a farmer in the aforementioned area. Preliminary investigation revealed that one Itoro Anafon male, employee of the deceased, had an argument with Moses Ademola a day before, and he packed his belongings and left to an unknown location. Upon receipt of this report, detectives swung into action. Consequently, the said Itoro Anafon, aged 22 years, of Ita Oloyinbo camp via Okeagbo Ijebu-Igbo, was arrested. Upon interrogation, he confessed to the crime and led detectives to the spot where the machete used to attack the deceased was disposed. Also, the mobile phone and school bag belonging to the deceased person were recovered from where it was kept at Adepolu camp via Ijebu-Igbo by the suspect. We have the said Itoro Anafon with us and the exhibit, the machete, and the mobile phone. We equally had another case of arrest of cultists. On 28th January 2024, at about 10:25 hours, a 4-man gang of suspected cultists, namely Sunday Ogunfade, Emmanuel Alabi, John Amadu, and another unknown male, were reported to be having a meeting in a secluded area in the bush at Kamalo, Ogijo. While attempting to leave the place at night, they fell into a deep gully. As a result, a yet to be identified adult died in the pit, and the other 3 suspects sustained various degrees of injuries. The injured suspects were taken to MRI Dasocris Hospital for medical treatment, while the deceased was deposited at Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital, mortuary in Shagamu for autopsy. Preliminary investigation is ongoing, and thereafter When the suspects are discharged from the hospital, they will be transferred to State Criminal Investigation Department in Abeokuta for discreet investigation. Equally recorded a case of defilement. The suspect, one Adekunle Babatunde, was arrested after being accused of sexually abusing a 7-year-old girl at OGTV. The victim was taken to FMC Hospital in Diaba for examination and treatment, while the case is currently under investigation. We have another disturbing case of parade of policemen. Case of armed robbery. On 12th January 2024, at about 08:45 hours, one Kashimawo Emmanuel, male of Taswed, Ijebu-Ode, reported at the station that while he was driving in his Toyota Venza car with registration number LSD 813EX, brown in color, that he came across a gang of 4 armed men, and one of them was putting on a police round-neck camouflage, while 3 others were on mufti. They demanded for his phone, which he calmly declined. In the process, one of them fired a shot into the air, and that was when he complied. They entered into his car and took him away towards Shagamu Expressway. On getting to Ososa, they made a U-turn to Ijebu-Ode, where a sum of 312,000 naira was forcefully transferred from his account to an OP account number 909-782-9766. Upon the receipt of this report, the DPO quickly made a call to the OP account number, where it was discovered that the OP account belongs to a POS operator in Ijebu-Ode. The DPO then gave instruction that on no account should the POS operator give out the money transferred to that account to anyone who comes for it. More so, the operator should tactically delay anyone who comes for the money pending his arrival. On getting to the POS shop at Ibadan Garage, one first number 513707, Corporal Idowu Sunday, attached to Ijebu-Ife, was met waiting to cash the money and was promptly arrested. While taking him to the station, he cited his accomplices, namely AP number 341113, Inspector Taiwo Kolawole, and AP number 309292, Inspector John Ogbe, both attached to Ijebu-Ife Division, and one civilian, Adesina Matthew, who happened to be the driver, was also arrested. Exhibits recovered from them include Type 06 rifle, one AK-47 rifle, and one Toyota Camry. In the course of investigation, 2 other victims who had earlier or been attacked came forward and identified them to have earlier robbed them of their belongings in the like manner. The 3 policemen have been tried in orderly room and dismissed. They will be charged to court soonest. Equally recorded a case of arrest of notorious armed robber, kidnapper, serial rapist, suspected cultists of the Supreme New Black Movement, codenamed Black Ass, and recovery of firearm. On 27th January 2024, at about 02:35 hours, upon intelligence received that one Abdulaziz Ibrahim, aka Busha, male of Imawaje community by Taishula University of Education, Ijagun campus, Ijebu-Ode, an acclaimed extra-year student of the Department of Library and Information Science, 2023/24 academic session of the said TASUED, happens to be the armorer for the said Supreme Aye confraternity. Subject and his gang have been responsible for the serial attacks on students and innocent members of the public within and around Ijebu-Ode axis. He was straight to his criminal hideout where the following firearms were recovered from his room. One serviceable Browning pistol loaded with 4 rounds of live ammunition and its magazine. 2. One pump action rifle Joseph with 10 rounds of live cartridges. One English short double barrel rifle. 4. 2 locally made short single barrel rifles. 5. 1 locally made revolver pistol loaded with 2 rounds of live ammunition. 6. Assorted criminal charms. Suspect has been arrested. Investigation is almost concluded and he will be charged to court accordingly. Let me conclude this briefing by addressing the disturbing increase in the cases of gender-based violence that was experienced in 2023. The Commissioner for Women Affairs in Ogun State has been working diligently to address these cases, and those being treated by the police anti-human trafficking section have been charged to court. I enjoin mothers to oversee and protect the welfare of their female adolescent children against predators so that we can collectively counter and prevent these forms of abuses. In conclusion, as we head into 2024, our determination to fight crime remains unwavering. With the support of the press, the public, and stakeholders, we can create a safe environment where everyone can prosper and live without fear. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.